glorious. Finish a try, then I'm feeling victorious. But I'm never done because there's always more to this. Give me a chance, you'll see what I'm capable of. A skill set I cannot be matched. Real lyrics that have real meaning, and I don't even curse. Tell me where they do that. I carry the weight of the game, but it's nothing to me. I treat it just like a curl. I feel like a superstar, but I've been a star because my bar's been out of this world. They get it? Let's get it. It's Matic, baby.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Woo, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And, of course, John Wall. Not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. They've got Antetokounmpo. Morant is out there with Harden. And there's Davis. And it's James. In at the small forward position. And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th, Greg, in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival. Now, here's Lowry after LeBron James's miss. Off target at the rim. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Davis against Lowry. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. Memphis with the ball. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron. Tonight, we both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Morant scanning the floor. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 5 now.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But, hey, he nailed it.
Now here is Lowry. Now here's Tucker. To the left side wing. From 12 feet out, Lowry's shot is good.
And remember, Lowry entered the league back in 2006, back when people wanted lots of mid-range shots.
An easy 2 points on the layup. He has 7.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Adebayo. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Three-pointer, Lowry. Adebayo. Davis finds Harden. Goes up on the high post. The offensive rebound. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Durant's checked in front of Tacumbo. Baller comes in for James. Stephen Curry's checked in for James Harden. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Morant. Now here is Lowry. And the pass to Hero. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Hero. Got that one up quick.
I'm not sure there's another player in the league that a coach would have more confidence in taking that shot than Steph Curry.
Outside, Martin. Hero passes to Lowry. It's stolen by Curry. Shoots over Hero. And another basket for Memphis.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Adebayo. No points in the game yet for him. Lowry kicks to Adebayo. Trying to find Hero. He gets it to him. Good saving. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Durant with it. He's covered by Hero. And it's good, 2 points.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
The Heat trail by 9. Good saving. Guarded by KD. Back to Lowry. Here's Martin. Great D that time from Davis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bank shot, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Curry. It's on target from the high post. Curry's got 6 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. You're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. Memphis leading by 7. Irving for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, Hero inside. From past the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at
you. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Davis. There's the... And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The Heat trail by 11. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, we've got Dwayne Dedmon. Duncan Robinson out there with Hero. And it's Strus in at the small forward.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Here's Dedmon, following the basket by Stephen Kerr. To the paint, here's Robinson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Robinson's got his first points in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take a challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
DA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
Whew, that's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Miami. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Irving. Morant comes in for Kevin Durant. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Ball. Young is subbed in for Curry. The Heat trail by 8. Hero passes to Tucker, and he makes that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here are the Heat now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's Strus. He's covered by Ball. Excellent D there from Ball. Memphis leading by 6. Pulls it from the elbow. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Davis. 9 points for John Morant.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Here's Robinson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Lowry, and Davis sends it back. Tatum against Robinson. Robinson pulls it in. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's a goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the ring.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Deep 2 from Ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
And it's in there.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's James outside. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You can't give LeBron space from deep. I mean, you're asking for him to rein in threes if you do.
Robinson finds Lowry. Inside, here's Tucker. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Heat trail by 11. 1:43 left to play in the first half. Here's Adebayo. And the layup's good off the glass. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Lowry. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Lowry. 6 points for him. To the inside. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by LeBron James. Left side, Martin. Outside, Robinson. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Antetokounmpo. And it's Memphis with another.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Miles against Lowry. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Miles. They get it back. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nine seconds left here in the second. Adebayo passes to Lowry.
Lowry showing you the veteran smarts there, able to sniff out when the D has overcommitted and taking advantage.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Checking out Memphis. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Their defense has been disciplined, allowing their opponents to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So on the floor for Memphis, Antetokounmpo is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Harden. Then there's John Morant. And it's Davis at the center position.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot. And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
Now here is Martin, following the miss by John Morant. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Memphis leading by 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
What a great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
Here's Morant. Nice touch on the bank shot. Morant's got 11.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Outside, Martin. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Lowry, good.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Morant.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Morant with the steal. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Harden comes to help. Lowry against Morant. Lowry kicks it to Tucker. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Down low, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
And it's James missing. The Heat with the lead. And Lowry has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis with the ball. Here's Morant. The shot missing. Great D that time from Adebayo. Martin inside. Davis is out. Lowry has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lowry's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. Guy is a hard worker.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off, comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night. That's good from Ball.
Boy, what a path for LaMelo Ball. I mean, he played in Lithuania and New Zealand while he was a teenager, and eventually the 3rd overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft.
Here's Strus. He's got 9. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Here's Young. From deep. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Miami leading by 7. To the inside. Here's Strus. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
And so here is Miami after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Swiped it away. And it's the Heat on the break. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Giannis, he's checked in for Westbrook. Kevin Durant comes in for Ball. Baller, he's checked in for Young. And Irving subbed in for Jason Tatum. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Miles the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Curry passes to Giannis. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. Curry wide open. Drains the 3-pointer. Curry's got 11.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
And so Miami again turning it over. .27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To the middle, here's Miles. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Baller.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Memphis trails by 4. Antetokounmpo passes to Durant. Can't cash in from close range. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Off the inbound. 5 seconds left in the 3rd. And a miss there off the inbound. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Heat lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust each other. Keep that ball moving.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Robinson. He's out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Strus in at the 2 guard.
Impressing a bit here. Down in the game, trying to use the three-point shot to get back into it. And instead, it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dedmon finds Robinson. Now Dedmon. Shot clock at 5. Robinson, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Dedmon. Hero with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And the Heat call time here.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
All right, thank you, David.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Miami, again, turning it over. Harden kicks to LeBron. And he comes up with the deuce. And Memphis leads by 1. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Giannis dunks it down.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Memphis leading by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lowry can't get that one to fall.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Count that bucket. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now, Hero. Now the dish to Tucker. And the layup falls.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Here's LeBron. Shot is good off the back rim and in. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Good work there as it goes. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Morant. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
The Heat trail by 16. And here is Hero. And Lowry gets double-teamed, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Adebayo kicks to Martin. To the paint. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Harden's shot is off. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Passes it to Tucker. Inside. Adebayo. Doesn't go that time. Giannis with some nice D.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Memphis.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Giannis.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And good that time. And Memphis leads by 20.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
On your cousin, I do all these wizards, then they daddy, but you love her, you in trouble, I'm the Senate, I'm gon' barbecue it. That's your busy, it ain't. I went shot, left it running, kept my hundreds, kept my. We watch cable and my auntie, cause my papa wasn't